folks, Louie here. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a tutorial on coil building. Basically I'm going to be using the Kuro Concepts. This is basically a tool that allows you to do your wraps for your atomizer. You know, basically to do perfect wraps every time, or near perfect every time. You can get these on Amazon for about £10 for the 3 of them. So you've got the 31 there, you've got the 20 there, and then you've also got the 25 there. I know it takes away from the art of coil building, but it does break down on time quite a lot as well, and especially if you're in a rush and you haven't got time there to, you know, to wrap it around a screwdriver or whichever. I find these work really well. Like I said, you can pick them up from Amazon for about a tenner for the set, or individually about 3-4 quid, something like that. But yeah, they're absolutely brilliant. So for this you're going to need obviously your Kuro Concept. So I'm going to be going for the middle size one because that's what I want for my build, which is the 25mm one. Obviously you're going to need some wire. I've got some crazy wire here. It's 26 gauge canthal wire. I like the 26 gauge, it gives you the best output, so it's brilliant. And some clippers. I like using nail clippers. You can use, you know, like a clipper or Steiner or whatever you want to use, to cut the wire. But I like to use these because you have more control. So I'll just get the wire sorted and we'll get going. Yeah. Okay, folks. So I've cut my wire here. I've cut off about, I would say probably about 3-4 inches, something like that. It's more than enough to do one coil. So on this coil I'm actually going to be doing 6 to 7 wraps. So I've got a sub-arm tank, which is this here, sub-arm tank, which is by Kanga. So basically, yeah, I'm going to be looking to stick one in there. So I need about 6-7 wraps to get it around about the 0.5 ohm. I'll also include in the description as well a little website for you to go to. It's about Ohm's law, and it's a calculator, so it'll let you know how many wraps you need to do, because obviously you need to vape safely. So you've got your wire, we've got our clippers, and we've also got our Kuro Concepts coil making device. Okay, so all we got to do, very simple. I'm not going to go into it in huge detail, I'm going to insult your intelligence. Basically you've got a hole by here. I don't know whether you can see that, it's focusing properly. You've got a hole by here, and you've also got one in there. So basically that's where you feed the wire through. So you can see the wire's been threaded through there, and then what you want to do then is you just want to, you know, feed through about like 1/8 of an inch, bend it back so you can hold it, and then what you do then is you literally do one wrap, okay, and it's always clockwise. Don't know whether you can see that there, I've just done that one wrap. So you need the other bit then. So this is the top for it, and it's also labelled 1 on one side and then 2. Can you see the 2 there? And it's also got screws then. Screws on either side. Now the reason you got these 2 screws is one is centered, one's further into the hole, so meaning that you do tighter wraps, and the one on the outer hole means that you do obviously larger wraps. So I'm doing the one on the inside because I want it quite tight. So all that you do is you pop it on just over the top there, and then we should be able to see a wrap forming. So you just turn it, and then you can count then how many you're doing. So that's 1, and then there's 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, then 6, and 7. So basically push that back in. That's gone back in. So basically Once I take this off now, you should be able to see. Just take this off, tighten it up a bit. So you can see them, folks. I've just done one there now. I'm sorry, the camera is awful, but you can see it's done a perfect coil. And I must admit, every time that I've done one, it's come out fine. So I'd highly recommend these. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, just put that in my sub-ohm tank now, my Kanga tank, and see how it vapes. Okay, folks. So I've put my coil in. I put it back into my tank, which is the Kanga tank. So it's 26 gauge. Coil, 6-7 wrap coil that I've done with the Kuro Concepts. Highly recommend them. They're absolutely brilliant in terms of doing a coil and doing a perfect coil at that in no time at all. Absolutely brilliant. So let's see how it goes. So just for this experiment, I'm gonna put it up to about 35 watts. No, around 30 watts should be fine. Okay. Ooh, that's good. As you can see, folks, perfect coil. Perfect build on this, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, brilliant coils every time. So I'm going to leave it there, folks, and say good night, and hopefully you get your hands on one of these and give it a go. See you in the next review. Bye.